Good evening, everybody. Welcome to AFR Wildcard Wednesday for July 10th, 2019. I'm your host, Steve Tower. Tonight, we are very happy to be bringing back Book It to our tabletop. And tonight, we are going to be showcasing the special Ultra-Violent edition. This was a edition that was only available to get during the Kickstarter campaign. However, it will also be available once again in the next Kickstarter that should be launching next month, which is for the first expansion to this game. So tonight we are going to be doing another solo playthrough. Tonight we're going to be using the hybrid promotion, which is one of the more advanced promotions types to try to run. We'll show you how they work. First, I'll just give you guys a quick overview of what the difference is in this edition between the other one, and then we'll get right down to wrestling business. All right, so here we go. Let's head on down. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you are having a wonderful week. And here we go. Always a good night for tabletop gaming here. All right, so here is the box, and the box is mostly the same, except it does have this sticker on top that lets you know it's the Ultra-Violent edition. One of the bigger changes is you get this nice custom insert inside of the box, so you can have all of your cards stored in there. All your chits can go in the middle. I've upgraded my chit storage with a nice little dollar store pick up there, but plenty of space there for all of your chits and cards. And then the other change is that all of the hardcore wrestlers, so the wrestlers with the purple background and the barbed wire symbol, have a new card in the Ultra-Violent edition, which is a more hardcore version of them, so a little bit more blood. Some of them have some not safe for children wording on some of their shirts, but it's kind of a neat little addition to the game, and it was a nice bonus for backers on the Kickstarter campaign to get these alternate art hardcore wrestlers. So we just replaced those, and I'll put Jack Love back into the deck and give these guys a shuffle, and we will get underway. All right, so if this is your first time joining me for a game of Book It, first off, thank you for tuning in. Secondly, this is now the third time that I'm going through, and so the trash can here is the high score that I got on the last game that I played using a hardcore promotion. So 34 points, 34 reputation points is my high watermark, so I'm going to be trying to beat that tonight. As I said, we're going to be using a hybrid promotion as what we'll be running. So there's 5 different types you can run. This one, their special ability has to do with the booking phase. So when we get all of our wrestlers signed, we actually want to have wrestlers that aren't the same style. So you'll see how that plays out once we get going. But for now, sit back and relax, and it is time to book it. All right, so here we go. So our first phase is the venue phase. So we need to decide where we are going to host our first show. All right, so here we are starting. We have 0 reputation. We are a brand new federation trying to make our mark in the world. We start with $25 to get ourselves going, and there are various venues we can go to, ranging from $1 all the way up to $3. Each venue has its own special ability. We will start out in a $1 place just for this first turn. So we have a choice between Utica, New York. The local wrestlers will get a star power bonus. Philadelphia hardcore wrestlers get a 2-star bonus, but sports entertainment get -1. And then finally, the place that I really like to start is Orlando, and that is that our jobbers get a +1 work rate. So I think that is where we are going to start. That's where every good federation, all the rookies can learn their craft down there. So we will pay $1, and we will be down in Orlando, Florida for our first show. Now we go to the signing phase. So we are going to bring out 10 wrestlers from the deck, and And these will be the wrestlers that are available for us to sign during the signing phase. Oh, and there is a couple of hardcore wrestlers. Get to see some of their new art. Bad Moon, Otagami, and Valentine. Alright, so here we go. So we got a little bit of a mix. A lot of sports entertainers in the blue with the microphone. We got a 2 strong style. These wrestlers here with the red backgrounds and the fist. And then our 2 hardcore wrestlers with the purple background and the barbed wire. And then finally Lucha Libre is the other style, the yellow background and a Lucha Libre mask. So the style comes into play when we are doing the booking phase, and show you how that goes during the booking phase. But so normally you'd want to try to match up your styles, but for us being a hybrid, we actually want to mix it up and have wrestlers of different styles wrestling with each other. So we will try to get our most bang for the buck regardless of what kind of wrestler they are. And let's see, so we've got a couple of $2 ones. I think we'll start with Jaden Prince here. He only costs us $2. He has a 3 work rate and a 1 star power, so we'll pay our 2. Add him to our roster. Refill. Next comes out Filthy Kenny. Well, hey, how about that? He is a perfect match for Jaden Prince and also will cost us $2. Alright, so we've got a sports entertainer and a strong style. Let's see. How about we'll go with Valentine, one of our hardcore wrestlers that's available to sign for 4. So another 3 work rate, 2 star power. And let's see who comes out next. Let's see. We got Filipino Dave, another strong style. Well, let's see. And Toby McCoby has another 3 star. Let's see. We're down to 16. And we need to sign at least 4 wrestlers so that we can put on our 5 matches. Let's see. Maybe we'll go with Toby McCoby. He costs us 3. And then see who comes out. And oh, Roadhouse Randy. He is one of my favorite cards for the new artwork. He has a branding iron with his initials on it. So a very, very cool piece of art there. A 5-star wrestler, but only a 2-star work rate. All right, so I think actually at this point we are going to push one of our jobbers. So that's one of the other things you can do during the signing phase. You start out with 6 jobbers in your federation. These are, consider them your local workers. They're basically just a warm body in the ring. They start with 0 star power and 1 work rate. The good thing is they don't cost you anything to book them on your show. And so what you can do is you can pay to upgrade them. They cost $3 to do that. And you replace them with a journeyman. And so the journeyman has a 2-star power and a 2 work rate. So you do have to pay that one-time fee of 3 to get them into your roster, but then they stay there. So the earlier you can do that, the better you'll be making your money back on them. All right, and so actually I think that I will upgrade another jobber. So that's going to be $3 more. Get 7 back from our 10. Let's see. We'll upgrade one of our female jobbers. We got a female journeyman. And we are left with 7. So I could upgrade 2 more, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I will spend 6 and upgrade another 2 jobbers. So I'm only left with 2 going into the second turn. All right, and now I am left with just $1, so I cannot do anything with that. That will be the end of the signing phase. So we'll put all the wrestlers back. And now we have our roster. for the show. We'll put everybody together and give them a nice shuffle. And now we go to the booking phase. All right, so now this is where our special ability comes in. So what's going to happen, I have 10 cards here. I have my 6 local wrestlers, a mixture of jobbers and journeymen, and then the 4 independent wrestlers that I signed, and then my 6 local guys, so a total of 10. And what we're going to do, we only get dealt out 4 cards to, or sorry, just had a brain fart. What's the 6 cards? There we go. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's going to happen, this is our initial hand, and oh no, and unfortunately I got all of my my local wrestlers, and I only got one of the independent wrestlers, because what would happen if I was able to book a match, matching up Toby with somebody else of a different style, then I would be able to draw more cards out of my deck, but what's going to happen now is they're just going to be randomly assigned. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to match up Toby McCoby with one of my jobbers. I'll match 2 of my journeymen up, and then a journeyman and a jobber, and now we just have to randomly fill out the other 2 matches. All right. So there is the booking phase. Now we go to ticket sales. And the first thing you do is, I call it the advanced ticket sales. It's based on your reputation. You get $2 for every point of reputation, but right now we are at 0, so we will get nothing for that. And now we will look at the star power of all of the matches. So each pairing is 1 match, and we get 2 for Toby and a 0 for the jobber, so that gives us a total of 2 there. The 2 journeymen each have 2 stars, so we'll get 4 for that match. This is a journeyman against a jobber, so 2 and 0, another $2. And then we got a journeyman against Filthy Kenny, so 2 and 1 will give us 3. And then finally, what looks like is going to be our match of the night is Jaden Prince taking on Valentine. 1 star against a 2 star, so another $3 in ticket sales to see that matchup. Alright, so that is the end of the ticket sale phase. We'll collect all of our money. And let's see how we did. So we're going to end up with 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 13, oh, 15. We just made the, so there is a special rule that if after the first turn, or any turn I guess, if you end up with less than $15, you can actually take out a loan. You lose 1 reputation point and you get $10, but we just made the mark to avoid having to take out a loan. All right, so now we go to the show quality phase. So this is where we're going to compare the work rates of the wrestlers and get an average, and that will be the quality of the match. All right, so Toby McCoby has a 3, our jobber has a 1, total of 4 divided by 2, that'll give us a 2. The 2 journeymen, 2 and 2, our journeyman and jobber, so unfortunately that's going to be a total of 3 divided by 2 and round down, so that's going to be a 1-star match. Filthy Kenny and the journeyman, a 3 and a 2, 5 divided by 2 rounded down. And now we have Jaden Prince and Valentine. They both have a 3, so they get what is called compatible bonus. When the work rate of the 2 wrestlers match, you're going to add 1 to the overall show quality. So a 3 and a 3 would give us a 3, but then we're going to add 1 to that, so that's going to be a 4-star match. Not bad for our little startup federation here. So now we total it up. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, and we just missed. All right, so now we go down here to our show quality. The total was 11. So our reputation will go up by 1 for the next round. All right, so unfortunately the bad draw at the beginning meant that we couldn't match up all the independent wrestlers that we had signed. If I had been able to match Filthy Kenny up with, say, Jaden Prince, they would have matched up well, or any of them. Filthy Kenny against Toby McCoby, but sometimes that's what happens. What that represents is because you are such a small promotion, you're having a hard time getting people to show up to your arena. Maybe they can't find the little high school gymnasium that you're working in. So all the fun things that go with starting out a new wrestling business. All right, so here we go. Now we are on turn 2 of a 6-turn game. And so now we're going to have less money to start this turn, but we have already upgraded 4 of our journeymen, or 4 of our jobbers to journeymen. So we only have 2 jobbers left in our roster. And so hopefully this turn we'll be able to maybe get some more money, and then maybe some better luck with our pulls. All right, so now we need to decide where we are going to wrestle. And let's see, I think for this one we are going to, so this is an interesting one, Montreal in Quebec, Canada. The special ability is that hardcore and strong style wrestlers have both styles. So what that will mean is, well, actually, I was just thinking that might work well with the hybrid, but actually maybe it would not be what I need. All right, maybe I'll scratch that, and maybe we will. Let's see. Eventually, I want to end up going to Boston because that has a really good bonus that works well with hybrids, but that's a little expensive to do. All right, so you know what? I think I'm going to go up to, well, let's see. We'll go up to Utica. I feel like I almost have to go up to Utica one time a show. That Utica, New York is where the designer of the game is from. So we will go in Utica. The special ability is that all of our local wrestlers will get +1 to their star rating. So maybe even if we don't get lucky with signing the wrestlers, at least our local wrestlers will get a bonus to their star rating. We'll make some more money. All right, so we'll fill up the available wrestlers here. Get 10 out and see how we are doing. Alright, so got a pretty good mix of wrestlers here. Valentine is back out. Here's a couple other hardcore wrestlers. Bud Drinker. It's an interesting one. Smoking a cigarette, holding a sword. Blood coming down his face. Double M. Let's see. We do have some 4-star or some 4 work rate wrestlers. However, they are very expensive. So right now we only have $14, and we do need to sign 4 wrestlers. If you're not able to create 5 matches, you actually lose a reputation point. All right, so, well, let's sign the Nippon Playboy. He only cost 1. He's a 1-star, 1 work rate, but is nice and cheap. Here's Katsui Shuda. Oh boy, $6, but a 5 work rate. Let's see. Oof. Alright, maybe we'll sign Double M. He costs 2. And is a 2 work rate, but a 0-star. Here comes Filipino Dave. Let's see. I think we'll sign Patty Pyre. Patty Pyre is $4, but is a 5 work rate and a 2-star wrestler. And then we got Tommy Fish. We need to sign at least 1 more. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have $7 left. So I could sign Tommy Fish for 1, and then I have $6 and I can finish upgrading my jobbers, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see who comes out. Whisper comes out next. Next, actually a really good one. It's only $3, get a 3-star and a 2 work rate. But I'm going to spend those last $6 and upgrade my remaining 2 jobbers to journeymen, so they are all upgraded. I have all journeymen for my local wrestlers, and so while we are in Utica, they will all be 3-star wrestlers, so we will at least get some money back. Alright, so all the wrestlers go back into the deck, and here we go. Let's see, give these guys a good shuffle this time. And hopefully I won't draw out all of my local wrestlers and be able to take advantage of my promotion special ability. So normally, say if I was running a sports entertainment, what would happen is if I, in my initial 6 cards, if I had 2 sports entertainers and I booked them together, they would get, it's called a familiar bonus, and that would allow me to draw, well, if you match any wrestler, regardless of what your style is, or match any 2 styles, you get to draw 2 more cards, but if you match your style of your promotion, you get to draw 4. So but the hybrid, it's if you match 2 different style wrestlers, you get the familiar bonus. You get to draw the 4 cards. So that's why with the hybrids you want to mix and match up all the different styles of wrestlers. Alright, I think that's a good shuffle. Let's get 6 cards out and see how we did. Alright. And alright, there we go. So we will have Patty Pyre taking on Double M. So it's a sports entertainment against a hardcore. And so we get to draw out 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have all of our wrestlers. So we will get to match up. Well, and actually, I think that we are going to have Tommy Fish take on one of our journeymen, just because their work rate is going to match up, and I would be wasting, you know, since you round down, I'd be wasting him against somebody. Oh, and actually, I guess that's going to happen anyways, because I forgot I have Nippon Playboy here. So he's going to fight a journeyman, and then we'll have the rest of our journeymen in matches against each other. All right, so there we go. The end of the booking phase. Now here comes the ticket sales. So we do have 1 reputation, so we're starting to get a little bit of a fan base, so we will get $2 in ticket sales from our reputation. Now we'll go to our matches. Patty Pyre against Double M will give us 2. Fish against the Journeyman will give us 3. The Nippon Playboy against the Journeyman will also give us 3. And then, oh no, sorry, I forgot we're in Utica, so we get a bonus for our Journeyman here. They are 3 stars. All right. So this is actually going to give us 6 for these 2 together. 3 and 3, and then another $6 over here. All right, so they love local wrestlers here in Utica. So we are going to actually end up, let's see, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I think we might almost be back to our initial money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're at 24. All right, so we're almost back to to where we started. Okay, so now here comes the show quality. So a 5 against a 2 gives us 7. Round down, or divide by 2 and round down gives us a 3. 2 against a 2 gives us 2. 2 against a 1 gives us 1. And then the 2 journeymen together will give us 2 and 2. All right, so that gives us a total quality of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so a little worse than last time, but we still get a reputation bonus or a reputation increase rather, of 1. So we are up to a reputation of 2 as we head into turn number 3. All right, so this is the turn where hopefully some good things will start happening for us. And now we have money. We've upgraded all of our journeymen. Maybe we can even start buying some special announcements. Haven't even got to use any of those yet because we've sunk all of our money into increasing our wrestlers, or our local wrestlers. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble, and I'm gonna go to Boston right here on turn number 3, and I'll show you what Boston does here in just a second. So one of the intriguing things about playing the hybrid one is I've found that the sooner you can start going to Boston and staying there, the better. And that is because the special ability of Boston is that wrestlers of different styles are compatible and marketable. So that means that as long as they are a different style, it doesn't matter if they're work rate matches or their star power rate matches, they are going to get those bonuses to them. It does cost $3 to travel to historic Boston, though. All right, so that'll cost 3, so we'll be left with $21 for our signing phase. And here we go, turn number 3. Well, let's see what happens. 2 hardcores right away. Uh-oh, 3 hardcores. There we go. There's MacLeod, a sports entertainer. Oh boy, well, we're getting to see a lot of hardcore wrestlers here. Rain Dragon, Comet. All right, there we go. Wow, so we got a lot of hardcore wrestlers, which isn't exactly what we were looking for, but hopefully we can make something work here. All right, so we've got a couple of really high-priced wrestlers. Rain Dragon costs 7, and Namor Makoalani costs 9. So we're going to probably stay away from them. However, we do have a couple of decent priced wrestlers. I think we're going to start with MacLeod. He costs 4. He's a 3 work rate and a 3 star. And then maybe we'll get somebody. All right, there we go. Hector Edwards. He's another 4. We'll take him. A Lucha Libre wrestler, 4 star and a 2 work rate. Let's see. King Kokeshi comes out. I guess we do want to get at least one of these hardcore wrestlers. Well, let's splurge a little bit. We'll get Grim Carver. He costs 5. He's a 4 work rate and a 3 star. And we do not have a strong style wrestler yet. Let's do King Kokeshi. He costs 2. And now who comes out next? COD D'Angelo, a very good price, 2, and gives us 3 work rate and a 2 star. But first, I'm going to buy my first special announcement. So these cost 3. You can buy these during your turn, during the signing phase, and let's see what happens. Ooh, we get a return engagement card. So we play at the end of the show quality phase, and we can choose a wrestler. And he remains in our talent pool for the next round, for the next turn. Wow, so we'll probably be using this on Grim Carver. He was our most expensive wrestler. All right, and then we get to keep him for free next turn. Excellent. Okay, and now I have 3 left, so I could buy another one, or I could even buy there are a couple wrestlers out here. Rudgraz costs 3, and he's a 3 work rate, 2 star. Or I could do COD D'Angelo, who only costs 2. You know what? I think I'll buy him. All right, so 2, and I'll bank that $1. Let's see who comes out, unless a $1 wrestler comes. No, all right. So there we go. So that is the end of the signing phase. Put those guys back. And here we go. Nice. I just saw the comment from High Volume Games. It's costing $14 to get to Boston. So yeah, so 14. What are you taking the commuter rail to get into Boston? All right. When it's working. All right, so here we go. Give these guys a good shuffle. And let's see. Is this finally the turn that we put together a decent show? Let's see what happens. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, that stinks. All right. So I only got one of those wrestlers that I signed out. All right, so we'll have to match up our journeyman, and then let's see. And no, and they're not even gonna match. All right, so oh man, so we're only gonna get that bonus for this one match because the local wrestlers do not count as having a style, and so that means that Hector Edwards just didn't make the trip. He got lost. He must have got stuck at Logan Airport and didn't make it in. So the good news is we will have him next turn as well. The bad news is we don't get to use him for this show. All right, so now we will go to the ticket sale phase. We are now at 2 reputation, so we will get $4 in fan money coming in. People anxious to see the show. And let's see, we'll get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. And then we will get 20, 22, but then they're going to get the marketable bonus. So we'll add 2 to that. So 24 total for our ticket sales. I'll trade in a 1 to get a 5. All right, so there we go. We are finally in the black. We are now almost at $30. We're at 29. All right, and now we go to the show quality phase. So this will be a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2. Let's see, and then this is going to be 7, so it would be 3, but they will get the compatible bonus because we are in Boston, so that's going to be a 4-star match. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey, we finally did it. We got up to the next rung, so we're going to gain 2 reputation for that show. All right, there we go. Things are starting to click. Oh, and I forgot to play the return engagement on Mr. Grim Carver, so he will be back for us next turn. He says he likes it in Boston. He's gonna hang out, maybe go down to the Cape after this next show. All right, so there we go. So we already have 2 wrestlers paid for our next turn here. We are in turn number 4. And I believe that we are going to stay in Boston once again. All right, so now we have all of our local wrestlers upgraded. We already have 2 wrestlers, 2 independent wrestlers that are booked potentially. So maybe we'll sign a few extra, and then we will buy a couple special announcements this turn maybe, and because there are some cards that allow you to rebook your matches after they've come out. They're all good things that happen with those special announcements. So, all right, so here we go. So we will stay in Boston, so that's going to cost us $3. And now let's see who is available. Oh, the Phenom. Andy Phenom comes out. Filipino Dave. Gladiator Lee. There's Whisper again. Double M makes a return. Sweet Caroline. King Kokeshi. Bud Drinker. And Katsui Shuda. Oh my. So... I'd like to sign 3s or higher, trying to get a higher quality match. Let's see, maybe we'll start with Filipino Dave. He costs us 6. He's a 4 work rate and a 3-star. And let's see, we need a sports entertainer to keep our ratio here. Caroline's the only one. Maybe we'll double up on another. I'm tempted to get the Phenom, but he cost $8, and I'm feeling like that'd be maybe a next turn. Oh, why not? Sometimes you gotta go big, right? Go big or go home. Alright, so he will cost us 8. And there he is. And, oh boy, and who comes out next but Essex? Wow. Alright. No. Huh. Well, let's see. First, I'm going to buy a special announcement. And, oh, okay, there we go. That's the card subject to change. All right, that's excellent. So you play at the end of the booking phase, and you can rearrange all of the currently booked wrestlers. So if I get a bad shuffle again, all right, and you know what? So I wasn't going to, but the chance to have an Essex versus Andy Phenom match is just too tempting. So I will spend the $8, and there we go. All right, and then that will end the signing phase. All right, here we go. There's no way that I could possibly draw out 5 out of 6 be local wrestlers again, right? There's no way that can happen. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so let's see. I think we are going to... We'll have Grim Carver take on Hector Edwards. And that'll allow me to draw out 4 cards. And, oh boy, so we can have... Oh. There we go. Andy Phenom, indeed, will take on Essex. So I get to draw my last card, but it's not going to matter because it's just my journeyman. All right, so here we go. Filipino Dave takes on a journeyman, 2 journeymen, and 2 journeymen. All right, so this should be kind of interesting. Well, and actually what's nice is that I can save my card subject to change because I don't need to change anything. I got everything out just the way I wanted it. All right, so ticket sales. We are at 4, so that means that we are going to get 8 in the advanced ticket sales. So there's 8, and now we're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9 because of us being in Boston. And then we're going to get 10 more, so 19, 21, 24, 26, 28, 30, and 32. All right, $32 in ticket sales. Now the money's starting to roll in. Now we can really do some damage in the signing phase next turn. All right, now for the match quality. So a 4 and a 2 will give us 3, but again, because we're in Boston, they're going to get the compatible, so that's going to get bumped up to a 4. And here we go. They would naturally get bumped up because they are both 5, so that is going to be our first, well, actually not even our first 5-star. It is going to be a 6-star match between the Phenom and Essex. 4 and a 2, that'll give us a 3. And then finally the 2 journeymen together will give us 2s. All right, so here we go. We got 10, 15, 17. Oh, we just again missed. So 17 though does give us 3. So now we are up to 7 reputation. People starting to talk about this hybrid federation. Came out of nowhere. And now booking shows like Essex versus the Phenom. Alright, so here we go. Turn number 5 is on its way. And let's see what happens. Alright, give these guys a shuffle. So we got lots of money to play around with this time. We do have a good special announcement card waiting in the wings. So we do have a bad draw. Because eventually the idea is you want to have... you want to sign 10 wrestlers during the signing phase, so that you don't even have to worry about your local wrestlers. All right, so here we go. So once again, we will be staying in Boston. So $3 for that. Now here comes the wrestlers: Mox Ambrosia, Pájaro de Fuego, Justin Lightning Tiger, Caroline, Kimura, there's Bud Drinker again, haven't signed him yet. You Are Welcome, one of my favorite wrestlers to sign. Essex is back, Hector Edwards is back, and War Kawasaki. Alright, so a good mix of wrestlers here. Let's see, I think that we will start with Pájaro de Fuego for 5. Oh boy, let's see, Diamond Sue costs us just 4. Let's see if I can get all 4 or 5 work rate wrestlers. That would be great. Oh, how about this? We'll put in 6 now, but so I'll get You Are Welcome for 3. Oh boy, and there's Jin Sienna, and then I'll take Kimura for the other 3. There's Filthy Kenny. Let's see, so there's 4 wrestlers we've signed, and we still have $23 in the bank. So, well, why not? We'll sign Essex again. Well, actually, let's see. Maybe I'll let him stay out there. Although, is there anyone else that's... Because I'd at least like to stay at 3. Alright, well, let's do War Kawasaki. She costs 5. That gives us that's 5 wrestlers we've signed. We have 18 left. Kendo is a 4 work rate and 3 star. That costs $6. Now I gotta do some number crunching. Maybe I'll do Caroline to get a second sports entertainer. She costs 6. Down to $12. Oh boy, and there's Comet. Yeah, we'll take her for 4. And let's see, so now we have 2, 4, 6, 7. We have 8 left. Well, I could sign Essex for the remaining 8. So if I get Kendo for 6, that only leaves me 2. So is there somebody I can get for 5 or less? There is Hector Edwards. He's not a great worker, but he does have 4 star. Or I could sign another... Alright, we'll do Mox Ambrosia for 4. And and then we are going to buy another special announcement for 3. Let's see, and oh, okay. Well, so this will be something good maybe for next turn. We get to completely wipe out the marketplace and then replace it with 10 new wrestlers. So if we get a bad draw next turn, we'll get to use that. All right, so that's going to end it for now. We still have $1 left in the bank. All right, let's see what happens here. Spent a lot of money this turn, but hopefully it'll pay off in a good show. Yes, the intellectual savior of the masses. You are welcome. All right. Give him another quick shuffle. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. And oh, all right. Well, oh boy, that was lucky. We did manage to get 2. All right, so you are welcome, taking on Diamond Sue. That allows us to draw 4 more cards. All right, so we'll have Comet against Caroline. That allows us to draw another 4 cards. That should be all of them. Yeah. Okay. Great. So we'll have War Kawasaki taking on Chimera. And then Mox Ambrosia taking on Pájaro de Fuego. And then we'll have just one match of a Journeyman for our 5th match. All right, let's see. And I think... So I'm still going to be able to save this for next round because I think I got everything just the way I want. All right, so here we go. Ticket sales. We are at 7 reputation, which means we're going to get $14 in advanced ticket sales. All right, so now 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 25, 27, 29, 31 for our ticket sales. All right, so how about that? We are now at $46 for next turn, and we've got 2 cards that we can use. All right, this should be good. All right, so here we go. You are welcome in Diamond Show. That is going to be a 5-star match. The Comet and Caroline, that will be a 4-star match. Let's see, a 4-star match for War Kawasaki and Chimera. A 4-star match for Mox and Pájaro de Fuego. And then a 2-star match for our Journeyman. So let's see, that gives us 9, 13, 17, 18, 19. All right, so we keep moving up. That gives us another 4 reputation. So now we are up to 11. All right. So we are at 11 reputation going into the last turn of the game. We have no independent wrestlers currently signed. But as I said, we do have these 2 cards here that can help us out. This one will be good if we get a bad draw for the wrestlers coming out. And then this one will be good if we get a bad shuffle during the booking phase. So we're in pretty good shape here. We got a lot of money. We can sign a bunch of good wrestlers. And once again, we will be staying. Well, so now I'm kind of tempted to move to LA. So the special ability of LA is that wrestlers that have a 4 star power or more get +2 to their work rate. So you can get some really crazy matches that'll happen there. But I think I'm going to stick with my strategy and stay in Boston just to get so that everybody gets a bonus as long as their styles do not match. Kind of my strategy using a hybrid promotion. Let's see how it turns out. And then the other thing that we have to worry about, or think about, I should say, is that at the end of the game, for every $5 you have, that gives you a 1 reputation on the track. So if we end up with a lot of money, that can be something that really pushes you up into the higher ranks on the reputation track at the end of the game. So we're trying to beat our high score of 34 that we set last time with our hardcore promotion. Let's see what happens. All right, so staying in Boston, that costs us 3. All right, here we go. Dizzy Gomez, somebody we haven't seen yet. There's Whisper. Oh, nice. Hijo de Muertes. MacLeod. Katsui Shuda. Nice. Lots of high work rate wrestlers. Jake Craven. Roadhouse Randy. Roadhouse. Hector Edwards. And then Filthy Kenny. High Volume Games favorite wrestler, Filthy Kenny. And actually has a really good work rate for just $2. Work rate of 3. So he's potentially somebody that we might sign. But I'm going to start with Hijo de Muertes. He costs us 7. 13 back. And that's a 4 work rate and a 5-star wrestler. Oh boy, and then there's Sling Blade. Another 4 work rate and 5-star. He cost 8. Alright. We'll do it. Go big or go home. Alright. There's another 4-star wrestler. Wow. Bill Craig. He only costs 5. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 3 wrestlers signed. There's Mox Ambrosia again. Alright, let's see. You know what? I think I am going to sign Filthy Kenny. Why not? For just $2. Can't go wrong there. There's Napalm Takeshi. Costs 6. And you get a 4 work rate. Let's see. I don't have any hardcore wrestlers yet. Alright, we'll do War Kawasaki for 5. Alright, so that gives us 5 signed wrestlers. There's Mercy Killing. 3 work rates. No star. Well, we're not really worried so much about the star rating right now. We'll sign. He only costs 2. We'd really like to have a show with all independent wrestlers. Let's see, what are we down to? We are down to $14. 2, 4, 6. We need to sign 4 more. Alright, so I guess that's not going to happen. Oh, darn. The money goes quick when you start signing those big star wrestlers. Let's see, we need another sports entertainer. We'll get Mike Ouellette. He costs us just 4. And we're down to 10. Ooh, Shin Nakahiro. That would be the rest of our money. Let's see, actually, 2, 4, 6, 7. We might, let's see, we could get Hector Edwards for 4. Or I could even grab a couple of these cheap guys. Let's see, I've got 2 hardcore, 2 sports entertainers, 2 lucha libres, 1 sports entertainer. Oh, I still have this. I think I'm going to play this because there's nobody here that I absolutely desperately want to sign. So all of these guys will go away. They will go to the bottom of this, and we'll get 10 new wrestlers coming out. And oh, there's Jaden Prince, one of my favorites. There's Essex, Insane Gorilla. Oh, the Mothman. All right. Oh, that was a good. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we'll sign Jaden Prince for 2. Oh, the horror show. A true sports entertainer. He's a 5-star but has a 0 work rate. Let's see. So now we have 3 sports entertainers. Let's do Hexagon Dark for 5. What does that give us? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's see. Can we sign one more wrestler for 3? We could do Bad Times Tonga. Is he our best choice? Oh, there's Mothman. The problem is I already have 3 Lucha Libre signed, and I only have 1 strong. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Bad Times Tonga for 3. All right, so there we go. So we have signed 10 independent wrestlers. So hopefully things go well. We will get to have all of them wrestling and get a good mix of the styles together. And of course, all I'm worried about right now is just getting them out, because I have this card subject to change. So as long as I can get all 10 of those guys out, if I get a good initial draw, we should have a pretty fantastic finishing show here. Really big shoe. All right. Here we go for all the marbles. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And okay, I didn't see all gray. That's all I wanted, is just to not see all gray. Okay, so I guess we'll do, well, like I said, it doesn't really matter right now, just putting down 2 different styles. So that allows me to draw 4. Okay, there we go. I think we are in business. Well, Kawasaki against Hijo de Muertes for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. We are all set. Those 2. I'll get my last ones. All right, so we have everybody out. So let's just get everybody on the table for now. And we will definitely be playing this card subject to change, so you can rearrange all of the currently booked wrestlers on your show into new matches. All right, so what is everyone's a different style? That's good. Let's see, what is everyone gonna be? This would be a 4-star, a 4-star. That one would only be a 3-star. Is there a way we could bump that up without sacrificing? Because actually right now we're not going to have any 5-star matches. We'd have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, and 19. So we'd gain another. So right now we have a 19 quality show. And actually, I don't know if there is a. Well, if we move Sling Blade to take on Bill Krieg, that would give us a 5-star, and then that would change to a 4. Oh, actually, I think, yeah, that is a good. Let's see. And then if we do that, then that'll turn to a 4. And then that will be a 4. I think that might be the winner. All right. So there we go. Okay, so ticket sale phase. We are at 11, so we are going to get 22 advanced tickets. All right, so now we will have, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 21, 23, 24, 25, 30, 32, 31, 32, 33 is our final. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that worked out well because that gave us exactly 5 single ones. And so you need to have increments of 5 to change or to get the extra reputation at the end. All right. So here we go. The show quality phase. So it's going to be a 4, a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 4. So that gives us 4, 8, 12, 16, 21. So that bumps us all the way up here. So we get plus 6. So we finish at 17 for that. Put the wrestlers away, and then we're going to count de Monet. So for each 5, we get 1 reputation point. So we're going to move up 4, 8, 10, 11 spots. Oh, so that's only going to get us to 28, though. Oh, wow. I thought for sure that was going to be a lot more. Well, so there we go. The record still stands for the last show that we did with the hardcore wrestlers. Right, is that right? 4, 8, 10, 11, yeah. I guess I maybe pushed my luck a little too early in the show. Maybe didn't make some good business decisions early, but also had a couple really bad draws those first 2 turns, which can kind of stump you early. But there we go. That's how the hybrid promotion works here in Book It. We finished with 28 for our reputation, so a little bit above the average. All the games I've played, probably around 20-ish is like the low that I've been. And then some games that I played off screen, I've actually gotten up to 38 at one point with a hybrid promotion. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in the way in the world of professional wrestling booking. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So just a show note, if you didn't catch the news last night, this is actually going to be the last Wildcard Wednesday, the last official scheduled one until the end of the summer. And what's going to be happening is I'm going to be combining Wildcard Tuesday, or Wildcard Wednesday and Tuesday Newsday into Wildcard Tuesday, where I'll have the show open with a little bit of news, and then I'll be playing a game live after that, and then we'll be taking Wednesdays off. There is a chance that I might hop on some nights and do a show on Wednesday, but nothing will be officially scheduled, and that's just for the summer. Once September rolls around, we'll be going back to our normal Tuesday and Wednesday schedule. All right, and we will absolutely be looking forward to any news that I can share about the expansion for this game. Book It has definitely become one of my favorite games. I keep this game here on my table all the time. Really, really fun to play solo, and then even better to play against an opponent. Maybe someday I'll get a matchup with High Volume Games live here on the show, because it definitely adds a whole new strategic element when you're battling someone else to get the venue. You don't always get the same venue that you want, and then you're battling to get the wrestler sign that you want. And then it also adds the dirt sheets, which are the opposite of the special announcements. They are cards that you can play that harm your opponent. So it adds a whole new element to it, the more players you get involved in it, but also a fun game to play solo. So there we go. All right, that's Wildcard Wednesday for tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.